how we do. Return to the noise is how we do. How we do. You know it's how we do.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Crown Peach Show. I'm your host Chris, and I am very excited to have in studio some of the cast of the fabulous movie Sam's Cry. Vanessa, I want to start with you and say hi.
Hello, hello, hello.
I'm so glad you're finally here.
Thank you for having
We talked
us.
about this when? Like,
about a month and a half maybe or so ago?
yes,
Yeah.
and for like 3 hours, right?
Oh yeah, we had a great time.
Yeah, there was
stood still.
the tea was okay, but the tea on the table was even better, right?
Yeah.
Between me and you?
Yes, yes.
Thank you
cool.
for being here.
Awesome.
Romeo, nice to meet you.
Hello.
This is our first time meeting, right?
Yes, we never talked about this.
No, we never did.
We didn't have no
Yeah.
tea at all.
But it's no tea, none dropped, none spilled, right? Ndub, you and I have met a couple times,
Yes.
right? But I'm
Thanks
so
for having me.
Yes, I'm glad to have
It's an
you.
honor.
And I'm gonna have you back again. I want to talk more about everything you do because I had to make a cue card. I had to make a cue card for this guy. I don't know how you even made time to be here.
I know,
honestly,
right?
Yeah. Thank you. So let's dive right into Sam's Cry. This movie was filmed pre-COVID, correct?
Correct.
What was that like?
Well, stop for a second on that. Actually, we were about to start production literally the month of when COVID hit in
2019.
2019.
March,
So that would
right?
have been February.
Oh.
February we were supposed to start, production, and yeah, it shut it all down.
I bet that was nerve-wracking because there's a lot of stuff that goes on before you even start filming. There's a lot of the script writing, finding the cast and crew.
Yeah.
So how is that to be like ready to jump forward and then all of a sudden you guys have to stop?
It sucked because we actually already had the cast and crew, and I believe we even shot 2 days, 1 day.
Yeah, I want to say
beforehand?
there was 3 days actually we did
3
it.
days.
Yeah, it was the 3 days that we did.
Yeah, so it just stopped it. For me, I kind of didn't mind because I was still fairly new in my acting class, so that gave me some time to,
Yeah.
tighten up a little bit. But yeah, it kind of did suck though, because you never know. You don't know if we're gonna follow through with the project, because we have so much things lined up and so many people, and when all that gets thrown out the window, it's like kind of having to restart everything over again.
Yeah.
But we got through it. Luckily, we had good cast.
So you filmed those
players.
2 days and then went on break for how long?
For 2 years.
Shit, for
Yeah.
2 years. What was the scene you guys filmed those? You don't have to tell me exactly the scene, but were you guys filming together those 2 days?
I know she shot her scenes with concrete, and I shot my scene, the big argument with concrete. So that was all that I did. And in my arresting scene too.
Correct. Yeah.
Getting arrested, that
Yeah.
scene? Okay. What about you, Romeo? Did you film it all in those 2 days?
I think I came in like a year later.
A year later.
We got back, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so you didn't get teased with, we're
Yeah.
gonna go full speed and then,
Yeah.
Wow. So then 2 years go by. Did you guys lose any cast members in those 2 years that went on to other projects maybe? Or did you get to, to everyone stay connected?
Unfortunately, there was some that passed.
Yeah.
Like the guy that arrested me.
Yeah.
What was his name?
I can't remember his name right now, but yeah,
He was he was well known in Hollywood. Played a police officer in a lot of projects, and he ended up passing. The guy that rides the bike.
Yes, there was another gentleman. Again, I don't remember his name, but he was supposed to be with us even from the very beginning, actually, right? And he passed even before we actually started production.
Wow.
And then there was also Joe Cholo.
Joe Cholo,
There's
and then
another
the
one.
new guy, the guy that was in the YA scene
Yes,
as well.
we had
So
another one recently.
unfortunately,
Oh
it's been
my
like 4
gosh.
people that.
Yeah.
I did not expect that at all. What in loving memory to them, correct?
Yes, absolutely.
Because we all know that a movie starts, their production way before it's brought to life on film.
Yeah.
Everyone has an input in it.
Yeah.
What was it like, you three working together? Oh, girl, spill it.
No, I find myself wanting to go back to when these two met, and witnessing that and being there with, when Romeo arrived on set with us in Fullerton, and I said this before we started shooting right
Yes.
now with you, and that is that it really felt, it was so natural, these two coming together.
Instant connection,
Yeah.
right? You said they were like
Brotherhood.
brothers,
Oh, yeah.
right?
He was
Yeah.
like my best friend when I first met him.
I love
He's
it.
my
But
best
Yeso's there on set,
what's
you know?
funny is that after that, like that was we met on set.
Mhm.
First thing he said he looked around, and the thing about Ndub, he has vision. No matter what he does, he'll have vision on whatever he does. So he's like, let's shoot a skit.
Mm-hmm.
I got you here, you're there. Let's do it. So then right away we did a skit where I actually broke the ice for everybody, right? So then
Nice.
everybody was cool. Everybody's like, okay, cool. So everybody started interacting with each other. From that day on, he hits me up for random scene, like
Mhm.
in scenes of movies. Hey, they need a good-looking short guy, and I'm like,
Yeah.
he's never
Good
said that.
looking.
Yeah.
Don't forget the good looking
Yeah.
part, right?
So do you know anybody?
So do you
Yeah,
know
dude,
you guys?
I know somebody.
I love
No,
that.
but yeah, ever since then he's always hit me up, you know. So we have lunch. I've supported Dee on stuff that she has going out of the movie. So
Yeah.
she has so many things going on too
Yes.
that, you know, I support no matter what, either on social media, outside of that. So ever since then, like, it's been like a family.
There you
So
go.
Was
Yeah,
that your
family for
plan,
sure.
end up to break the ice?
It
Or did
was,
just-
and it was just kind of at that moment we were shooting a lot of skits, and I'd known of Romeo, you know, from social media,
Yeah.
and you know, so I kind of already knew who he was, and vice versa.
Mhm.
But when we met, he was just easygoing person. He's a real person, you know.
Yes.
You can tell. Well, me, I have discernment, so you know, he was just cool all the way around. Vanessa is real cool. She's a team player, you know. She's there for us, anything we need, you know. So people like that, I tend to hold on to and support them as well, because there's not too many people like that, you know.
Yeah. I
And,
imagine you guys have to have a connection, especially of a greater kind, working on a movie like this.
Yeah.
That is, it's not a comedy, it's not a romance. It's real life, it's true, and it's heavy.
Tragedy, yeah.
It's a heavy movie. So I think that you guys clicking so well, like a family,
Yeah.
got you guys all through it.
Yeah.
What was it like? How do you relate to Sam, first of all?
Well, he had a troubled childhood, misguidance, you know. There was times he really didn't have his father around. Same thing with me
Okay.
and my father, you know, being in the system. So that's how I was able to tie in and you know, find similarities between me and Sam.
So it sounds like you came like pre-prepared for this role.
Yeah.
How did you get this role?
It's pretty crazy. So before I even got into acting, you know, I was barely, because I do music. I've been doing music all my life. So I was going to a lot of events, and I met a couple producers. They invited me on set, threw me in the movie, and I ended up liking it, you know.
Yeah.
And
Caught
all
the
these,
bug.
yeah, all these,
Caught the bug.
all these opportunities were coming to me, and you know, Andy Rodriguez, he's my mentor now, but at the time he was like, you know, I see you doing this, this, and that. Like, he tied me in with my school that I'm going to now, and he's like, why don't you, you know, really get some training, and if this is what you like to do. So 3 years forward now, I'm doing acting.
Out
you
of
know?
all the things you do, because like I said, I had to make cue cards for you guys, okay? Because I'm like, whoa, there's only one of me, and there's three of them, and they each have like three things going on.
Yeah.
Out of all the things that you do, because you have your own record label,
Yeah.
correct? And you're an artist as well. And then you and I met at Chino Mike's event. You were actually interviewing Jeff Garcia for a documentary.
Yeah.
So all these things that you do,
People don't even know about that.
oh, well now they do.
No,
Hey.
don't tell nobody.
Yeah, don't tell nobody. So out of all those things that you do, Ndub, which do you like the most?
Honestly, music's my passion, but I would say acting is hand in hand, and I'm kind of leaning a little more towards acting because I can do acting for the rest of my life. you
Yes,
know?
yeah.
For music, it's only like a 10-year.
And I think because you have such a rich past, you can pull from all of that
Yeah.
into any character you want.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Romeo, what about you? How did this role come to be? Because you play Sam's best friend, correct, in the movie?
Well, somebody he meets later on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You know, Angel Ray ended up hitting me up. So she was like, you know, I believe in you. It wasn't one of those things like, I've seen you do
Yeah.
this, so that's why I want you for this. She was like, I believe in you. I think this is your chance to go ahead and knock this out, get into acting and stuff like that. So really, that's when they hit me up, I took them up on it. You know.
Were you nervous at all?
You know, not as much as I thought I was going to be. You know, I was like, I don't know what I'm getting myself into, but I do music as well. So performing, it's one of those things where you don't know how you're gonna feel until you get up on stage. And it's like you get the butterflies, you get anxiety and all that. And for acting, it was none of that.
It was breezy.
None of that. It was more like I want to be here. I like this feeling I've never had before, and I want to keep this. Like, you know, so that's how I came.
Was this your first acting job?
You know what? I think it was. But ever since then, stuff has been piling up on me, and it's been going pretty well.
That's good.
Yeah.
So this is definitely something you're going to pursue.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Love it.
Yeah. So it's a blessing.
And to answer your question, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
So Angel Ray, we were talking a little bit, and I was gonna be an extra. You know, this is before I had my training.
Yeah.
And we talked about it for months and months, and then eventually it got to. She was like, I think you'll make a perfect Sam, you know. And then I was taking my training and everything, so that's how
great.
it came about. Yeah.
Yeah, and your training is not around the corner. It's a hike for you to get to.
Oh, yeah.
So you must really, really love the school. Do you want to plug the school at all and talk about that?
Anthony Gilardi Acting Studio right there on Melrose in Hollywood. Best trainer ever.
Yeah, it seems
He's
like
taught me a lot in life general, you know. It's
Does he teach you how to pull from life events that have happened to you into...
Oh yeah, you
art?
have to find the similarities, you know.
That's great.
He has a lot of techniques, so.
And Vanessa, you play Judy, correct, who is Sam's mom.
Yes.
What was that like getting into that character? Because it's a heavy role that you have to bring to life on screen.
Yeah, it is. It's been a really incredible journey, like with Ndub and with Romeo. I've been able to see how they've, like, there's been this metamorphosis, you know, this growth game that's been just incredible. You know, when you're the person, though, sometimes it's hard for you to see it within yourself, you know. But, you know, spending time with Angel Ray, and she's the producer and the writer of the film, and you know, someone like her being able to be able to reflect for me like how it's challenged me and what it's done for me has just been an incredible journey. Because similar to Ndub too, I was able to draw from, you know, personal. You know, I was in a time and a space in my life where I have to be honest, I was really hesitant and very afraid of taking on the role, because I just wasn't sure if emotionally I was prepared and equipped to take on the role. I didn't know if I was going to be able to come out of that, you know, experiencing even triggers, you know, because there's some heavy things that happen, you know, that take place in this film. And, you know, I just felt early on that I had to say yes to this role. I keep saying this over and over again because it's my truth, and that is, this is how I was going to experience the healing that I needed in my own personal life. You know, and what's interesting about this movie, this film, is that I really believe that it has been that for a lot of us in this film.
Seems like
it's been such a journey. It's very personal. You know, yes, we're telling this story. This story must be told. But what it's done individually for all of us as well, where we started and where we're at and where we're going, and we're just...
Yeah, one can definitely say that Sam's presence and his energy were there. You know, even when you and I were talking during, you know, over a tea, a lot of tea.
Literally a lot of tea.
A lot of tea, I know, I'm sorry. You could tell the presence and the energy. You know, especially it being his mom that took this journey and kept going for it. And do you want to tell the audience a little bit about Sam's Cry without going too much in depth, because they have to wait for it to come out?
Yeah, absolutely.
A little bit more about the true story that you were a part of.
Well, you know, Sam was a very troubled young man. He experienced a lot of things in his young adolescence, as a young boy, as a child. You know, I've had the opportunity to sit with the real Judy, the woman that I portray in the film, hearing even the story before Sam was even born. You know, who Judy was prior even to marriage, and being even as a child, what she grew up in, and how that molded her to what she became as a woman, and what she anticipated what her life would be like. Marrying this person, right? having this beautiful family and what that fantasy in her mind, what that looked like.
Yeah, it's important to know the backstory.
Right. And then you dive into what the reality is of what that story really was. And what it created, the friction, the turmoil, the pain that it created in Sam, and how that really affected him, choices and things that were made, and then there were consequences. But then you see the journey of Sam, just very complex, and the outcome of that. And then the story goes from that, we depict that, we show that, but then it goes into now the courage that it required of this mother.
Yes.
To, you know, the journey that she would embark on to, you know, fight for truth, for justice, for her son.
Yeah. And I love that the movie goes back to her beginning, because your beginning depicts the courage you're going to have later. You get that from somewhere, the courage to just not sit back and take it, to stand up and say, hey, this is not right. I'll tell you what, after we, you know, met, it took a long time for me to find the story online. I had to dig and dig. And it's funny, but it's not, because it's buried. It is so buried, and I cannot wait for the movie to come out, because this is something that we all, as a community, as a state, we have to talk about, because I believe it's happened more than once, do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And we're just blessed that Judy had such courage.
Correct.
And Angel had the gift and the talent, and we can't wait to have her on the show here to bring it to life. And you guys taking, you know, the stage and getting in front of the camera and sharing this story, it's remarkable. Some people would walk away from it. Some people would shy away from it and be like, no, I don't want to be part of that, you know? So I commend you guys for bringing it to life, and I cannot wait to see the full, you know, product.
And even for Judy, you know, when the times that I've had to sit with her and we've talked about it, you know, as she was embarking on this journey, she mentions about how family started to come out of the woodworks to say, hey, that happened to my kid, that happened to my child. And she realizes at some point, although I'm doing this for my son, now I'm doing this for other families, for other children. And it wasn't just young boys that this was happening to. There were women, there were young girls that this was happening to as well. And so, you know, by the end, I think it's like, wow, I started out with this in mind, and this is what it was about, and I realized, like, I'm not going to stop because it's regarding my son, but at the same time, I can't stop because
it's everyone's
all the
children.
unheard voices.
Yes, it's other children, other aunts, uncles, other people.
Right.
And the story just gets, you know, muffled.
And that's why the story must be told.
It has to be told.
It covers a lot of topics, you know, mental health, stuff that we're still dealing with, you know, with law enforcement, not just law enforcement, but staff, the way they're trained, the way they, you know.
And the way they're not trained.
Yeah.
You know, they're put in positions of power over people that they don't know anything about. They don't look to find out anything about it. They don't care to look at the mental health problems that we have in society or the drug addiction problems we have. And they start treating, you know, our family, our people, like a number or less than a number. You know what I mean? Vanessa knows this about me, but my daughter is in and out of incarceration, and she's addicted to drugs. You know, knock on wood, thank God. She's sober now. But that's it. I gotta go potty. We're gonna take a quick break.
You know what I mean? It's real deep, and I only wanna share with y'all like a bird of a bed for y'all.
Okay, we are back, you guys. We had to take a little break because someone had to go potty again. But we're back. We left off. I was getting ready to share with you guys why this was so important to me to be part of it in any way, shape, or form. What happened to Sam is a fear that I've had for years. My daughter's been in and out of institutions, whether it be juvenile hall, county, prison, mental hospitals, and you know, they never took her medication seriously. You know, she would try telling them, like, I have my own medication, I know what I'm taking, this works for me, and they would always wean her off of it, you know, roughly, in my opinion, with no doctor supervision, and then put her on whatever they wanted. And that would freak me out. I was always afraid of that phone call I would get. And then I would call the prison to check on her, and obviously, like, she's an adult. You can't call and check on your adult child in prison. But I'm like, I haven't heard from her in days. You know? And then when Biggie, you know, brought this to my attention, I mean, I didn't even let him finish talking. I said, yes, I don't care what they need, whatever they want, because I can relate to it. I feel this, you know, connection to this story because of the mental health aspect, because of, you know, the way Sam's life began and ended. Everything just resonated with me. So shout out to Biggie.
Yes.
Thank you for the connection to these
Appreciate
beautiful
it.
people.
Definitely.
So let's get back into the movie. Even though it was a heavy movie and a heavy storyline, what are some fun things that happened during filming that you will take with you forever? Vanessa's already chuckling. She's already laughing. She knows already.
Definitely the skit.
Yes.
What was the skit about?
Everybody. So basically, he has a girlfriend, right? And I'm calling him. I'm like, come on, let's go out. And he's like, yeah, I can go out, whatever. I'm the man of the house, whatever. So his girl's like, nah, where you going? He's like, I'm just gonna go have one drink. So she's like trying to hold him back. He's all trying to dodge her. So he runs outside, and they start arguing. And here comes the whole
Familia,
the Hispanic family. Are you hitting my daughter? Oh, this and that.
That's exactly how it happened.
Yeah. So everybody's like against him, and he's the one getting pulled on and everything.
Yeah.
So he ends up running away from him. I'm like, meet me in the corner. So it was fun.
and this guy's getting drowned out like a wave of people on him.
Yeah,
He's like,
it's hilarious.
you know, in slow motion.
Just want one beer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Just one beer. So did that happen in real life? Is that how you were able to bring that skit to life?
Yeah.
Is that you? Are you the guy in the car picking up your homie around the corner?
No.
No?
I'm the guy picking up.
You're the guy.
homie.
Yeah. So he's like, let's bring this to life, which just happened to me last weekend.
Yeah.
For real,
Yeah.
for real.
So who's single? Are you single?
No, I'm actually married.
You're married.
Yes.
I didn't know. Okay, do you have children?
I have 2 stepkids, yes.
Oh, that's awesome. How old are they?
11 and 13.
Do they think you're super cool? Because I would if you were my stepdad.
Yeah, they do. They think I'm rich and I'm super cool.
Rich and famous, right?
Yeah.
My kids could care less what I do. They're like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm going to go film that. They didn't even let me finish. I'm like, really? No one cares? Oh, but when we're going to go shopping, y'all care,
For
huh?
real, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So you say 11 and what?
13.
11 and 13.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Boy and a girl.
How long have you been part of their life?
So, for about 10 years now.
10 years. Okay,
Yeah.
so you're dad.
Yeah.
You're not stepdad. None of the
Yeah.
step shit, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Do they have their biological dad in their
Yeah,
life?
they have their biological dad. So right now they're currently doing 50-50. So
Mhm.
50 with me and my wife, and then with their dad.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's exciting. Romeo, are you single?
You know it.
Oh,
Okay.
he's getting in trouble.
He's
My name
excited.
is Romeo Reelz.
Yo, don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Yeah, don't do it. I get asked all the time, like, are you single? I'm like, happily single. Just send it there. You know, yeah. Vanessa, what about you, babe?
I was married, recent divorcee,
Yeah.
and I have someone special in my life.
Oh, that's exciting.
Right, he is
We need to
special.
meet again. We need to meet again for
Yes,
tea.
I
He's
do.
nice. He's nice.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys have met him?
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, he's been with production, helping out, and he's just a really supportive guy.
Okay, the height of those cheeks right now are
Yeah.
telling me that he is super special, right? And these guys are smiling at you. Oh, I'm excited.
Yeah.
Girl, you can't leave right after this. We're going to
Okay.
eat and
We'll
talk
eat
about
and
this.
talk.
Yes,
Yeah.
because
Are we
we spilled
invited?
our tea.
Yeah.
Yes, you guys are invited this time.
Yeah,
Can we
yeah.
eat and drink some
We literally drank tea that day.
Literally,
We talked
yeah.
for like ever. So
Yeah.
I know
It's a
about
good time.
that part of your life. I want to learn about this, cheek popping
Yeah.
guy that's around now. Okay, good. Well, this is my baby right here.
Very
right.
cool.
This is what I love right now. This is my everything. So Romeo, I know you probably have fans.
Yeah, so a little bit.
Would you date a fan?
OnlyFans.
Did you say OnlyFans?
OnlyFans.
So that's where all this bling comes
Yeah.
from. Okay, all right.
Totally not getting
Yeah.
money anywhere
You're-
except
Oh,
OnlyFans.
you're showcasing them toes on
Yeah,
OnlyFans,
you
huh? So would you date one of your fans?
Yeah, no, for
Yeah,
sure. Yeah.
for sure.
Have you?
Have I? Yeah.
And thank you, co-host. Get him.
I know, right? Throwing that extra question there.
How did you meet your wife?
I actually met her in junior high, and then we got together. I was with her when I was 18. She was 17, and
Don't say that on camera. What are you?
Well,
don't say that.
it's
18,
fine.
17? I'm just kidding. I married her. It's fine. I married her. It's fine.
yeah, and I ended up, taking a little vacation, and
Mhm.
we seen each other 10 years later, and
Wow. And the
That's
connection
right.
was still there.
yeah,
And how long have you been married?
going on 6 years actually.
That's right.
October 11th will be 6 years.
Congratulations. Happy early anniversary to the
Yes.
wifey.
Thank you.
That's exciting. I didn't know you're married because you don't have a ring. You have a tattoo.
Yeah, I hate wearing my ring. It freaking my hands swell up and
Yeah.
It gets
Some
like
people
so
don't.
complicated.
I
It's so
didn't. That's why I have a tattoo that's gonna be gone soon. Anyways, moving on. But I didn't like wearing a ring either. Just something about that area.
it feels so
just-
uncomfortable for me.
I would
Especially
feel
when
all
I'm
the time.
driving, I'm like,
Yeah, and if you have a job, like if men have a job where they use their hands, like I get that too.
Yeah.
It can get in the way.
no.
Yeah. So, what's next for Sam's Cry? I know you guys are doing interviews and doing junkets is what they call it in the movie industry.
Yeah.
What's next? How many more interviews do you guys have?
Well, we're going to keep pushing that out until, well, the film's not set to release till next year in 2023.
2023, okay.
So we're going to keep pushing that really hard, you know, and this is also an opportunity to, you know, to say we're looking to connect with,
Yeah.
you know, other
More
podcasts,
platforms.
more platforms just to get the word out there regarding the story.
Yeah.
The film is going into editing mode now, so we just got to let them work
Yeah, work their magic
what
for
they
sure.
do, you know, and be prepared for next year, you know, for the
You guys have
release.
been on the Mega Man podcast, correct?
Yeah, with Steven.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Other shows you've been on or other podcasts you've been on yet?
Well, yours is the second one.
Oh, exciting.
And then
Mello is tomorrow.
Yeah, Mello. We're gonna be with him tomorrow as well.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And I think we're gonna do JR and the crew too,
yeah. So
right?
we got. I mean, we're getting the momentum.
Yes.
So it's definitely starting to pick up speed here, and we want more speed, of course, with that. You know, we
Perfect. You
wanna-
guys hear that?
Yep.
Oh, and another thing that
Yeah.
you guys will be the first to hear, I'm working with Andy Rodriguez. We got the Lamp Awards coming up,
That's right.
and
Yeah.
we're gonna tie in Sam's Cry somehow.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
That is beautiful.
Yeah.
So 2023 is when it's set to release. Do you guys have a month yet?
Not yet.
Not
No,
yet.
not
we
yet.
we know for sure 2023.
Yeah, definitely. We do have some
Well,
events coming up though between now and then, like some benefit events that we're putting together as well for
Mhm.
the production. Just to get more momentum, get the word out there. You know, they're gonna have to just follow the Sam's Cry
Yes.
platform so that way they can get all the detailed information on those various events. You know,
Yeah.
everything from we want to be able to bring the cast so people can meet the cast.
Mhm.
Have some performances and things of that nature. You know what I mean? Just
Yes.
really, and again, to tie in the story of Sam, and for the purpose of getting, you know, the word out there.
Getting the story out there. And I beg of you all to please look it up. Look it up. It's gonna take a minute, but I found the story, and it's worth knowing. Do you know what I mean? Because then the excitement even more for how you guys bring it to life. It's even bigger, at least within me. I'm like, oh, this is the story. I found it buried deep in the archives, and I cannot wait to see how you guys as a crew and a family bring it to life and share it with everybody.
And I think the biggest thing too, you know, because as we've been talking about the film more and more, the biggest thing is really to, obviously for the awareness of it, and to create better protocols, better programs, you know, to really look at the infrastructure and to say, okay, where are things weak or broken or things that need to be
Because clearly
reassessed.
something is broken.
Yeah, exactly.
Something is broken.
And let's see how we can make that better. You know,
Mhm.
we're not just trying to just create an uproar or just an uprising. It's like, no, we really want to look at this very carefully.
Yeah.
And the other component that I think is important is as a production, the role that we play in entertainment to be able to share the story and
The
convey
platform.
that, the platform,
Yeah.
correct? But being able to tap into the resources and the organizations and the various programs that are out there that are basically the means to, like, okay, how do we fix this?
Mhm.
We want to be able to team up and collaborate with these resources.
Yes.
And again, let's look at finding solution.
And showcase some of the resources, because
Absolutely.
there's so many resources out there that
Absolutely.
we don't know about.
Exactly.
Until you need it, until you're like at the bottom of the barrel, and then someone hints at it and they're like, oh, that's available to me, or I
Right.
can, you know, especially for mental health. There is
Yes.
free help out there, you know, if you are suffering from a mental health issue or drug addiction. Let's just stop putting our family away and let's get them help.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. After working on this movie, how has it changed you, basically is what I want to know. How has it changed you as an individual? And I'm going to ask you guys all this, so you guys are lucky, you're just going to go first.
Yeah,
But
okay.
after being part of such a heavy, motivational, and courageous movie, like, how has it changed you?
I would say the biggest thing is that it's just strengthened my faith and the word, like, courage, you know, being courageous enough, because again, what it required of me personally, it required me to really be courageous enough to first to say yes, and going with that and creating momentum from that, like the courage and just really diving into that. So I think it's changed me in many ways, but for the better. There's, again, when I mentioned about Ndub and Romeo, there's just been this beautiful evolution of like, man, like, okay, let's just say more seasoned.
Yeah.
You know?
I forgot to ask you, Vanessa, was this your first movie?
Yes.
Wow, that's such a big role, playing Judy.
Yes.
You're gonna do it again? Another movie?
Oh yeah.
Good.
Oh yeah, we're just getting started, right guys?
Good.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Yeah, I would love to.
Because the other thing that you are doing is your one-woman show, correct? Growing Through Concrete.
Yes. Yes, and Romeo, he mentioned earlier, he came out and supported that as well. So that's something, it's a live performance, a theatrical performance that I put together. So it's an original monologue that I wrote and original song works.
Wow.
Because I'm a singer-songwriter as well.
You're such an inspiration.
Just pulling that together.
Knowing your backstory and what you push through with everything stacked against you and are doing, you are, I don't want to do this. You're an inspiration, Vanessa. You and I have talked, you know.
Yeah.
You know what your friendship means to me and how it just was, and I walked into that interview with you nervous.
Did you? Oh,
I did. I walked in nervous. I got like a front row parking, and I thought, okay, this is gonna be great. I got great parking, and then I got off the car, and I was like, I was so nervous. I really was, but I thought, you know what? I'm just gonna be me and just put it all out there. And if she likes me and she wants to be on my platform to share with her crew, I'm just gonna be me, and let's see what happens. And we connected.
No, definitely.
And knowing what you went through, I just can't wait to see the performance that you bring to life with Judy. And I cannot wait to see your one-woman show.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's gonna be
You're gonna
super.
Have to for sure.
Yes, I love it. What inspires you to do all these things and create and give?
Well, I mean, people inspire me, of course, especially being in the mix with this whole production with the guys and all that, and Angel Ray and everything. I get inspired by them. I see what they're doing, and I'm just like,
I'm delivering something to my house.
Yeah, right. I'm moved
Amazon.
Package just got delivered. No, I'm moved by their stories. I'm moved by who they are as people. Because here's the thing, like, I've gotten to know them.
Yes.
I've gotten to know them, their character of who they are. I'm inspired by that.
Yeah, knowing people's backstory and then seeing what they're doing now is so inspiring and uplifting, and it just tells everybody else, like, you could do it too.
Right.
You can do these things too. I want to talk to you really quick because I know that you have a clothing line as well, correct?
Yes.
So you are an artist, you're an actor, and you're a CEO of your clothing line. What is it called?
It's called Break the Chain.
Break the Chains.
No matter who you are, no matter what we've been through, you could always break the chain.
That's right.
My dad's on his 28th year in prison right now. My mom's been in and out of hospitals for mental issues, and I never really let that dictate what I was going to do.
Amen.
So I actually left to the Navy.
So you served our country as well.
Yeah.
Damn, I need to take notes. Girl, you need to do more. I love it. Thank you for serving our country for one.
Appreciate it. This movie was pretty big on, being in America. We're like, we always think about us. If it doesn't necessarily hit our family per se, then we really don't care about it.
That didn't really happen.
It didn't really happen. So this movie was kind of more. It hit me at a time where I've seen a lot of how it damaged a lot of people. Just this one little incident, right?
Yeah.
And it made me look outside the box, which actually made me take a step back. And I'm actually pursuing my education again in sociology.
Congratulations!
Thank you. To actually know the actual terminology and what we really struggle from the get-go.
Yeah.
To know where we're going, you have to know where
we came from. Yeah.
And
you're going to learn why we think the way we think.
Exactly.
And some people can go through the same exact thing and have different outcomes. You know what I mean?
Facts.
And it's not always a choice. You know what I mean? I got to go full circle and go back to the juvenile hall that I was at and volunteer. And the stories, like someone comes from a great family, but you think that person has it all. Why are they here? Why are they doing these things? So you're going to learn so much in sociology. I did a couple semesters of sociology at Cal State Fullerton. FJC, my bad.
That's right.
And it was very enlightening, especially to learn more about self. Like, whoa, why do I do the things I do, or don't do the things I should be doing, type of thing. Thank you for sharing that. There's so much in that. It was like really, I'm honored that you guys are here and sharing your stories and sharing Sam's story. And I want to know, why do you hustle so hard? You have so many things going on. What's up with the hustle? Why?
Because I'm not at where I want to be at yet, and I know it takes a lot of hard work. Nothing, nothing we do, nothing's given to us.
Exactly.
We got to go out there and get it, and I learned that the hard way, sitting around. I always had a talent, but I never pursued it. So that's why I pursue it, because.
And what inspires you to pursue it, to go after
my
it?
family. We came from the struggle, and my family been through a lot of stuff, with incarcerations, with deaths in my family. I just want to take us out of that already. I want my nieces and nephews, my kids, to not go through what we went through, so I'm working hard now and doing everything I have to do, so later on I can relax a little bit and enjoy it.
You're gonna relax after you break the cycle.
Yeah, pretty much.
I know the feeling, trust me. We gotta break that cycle of where we've been. It makes us who we are, but we don't have to stay in that. We gotta show our younger generation a different way of living, for sure. Wow, everyone that's why I want you guys each back individually, because I want to just dig deeper and deeper and learn more. What do you have coming up besides the release of Sam's Cry in 2023?
Well, I know I'm going to be auditioning for the Mayans and the show on Hulu, This Fool, for a speaking role. I came out last season, did some background work.
That's exciting. So now they invite you back for maybe a speaking role. You have to audition for it?
Yeah, audition for it.
And what's the show called again?
Mayans, and then there's one on Hulu called This Fool.
This Fool?
Yeah.
I love the name of that already.
I'm also doing events right now, so I got the LAMPA Awards, which is Latin American Motion Picture Awards. Not only do we give awards to actors, but we're also giving awards to people that do stuff for the community. Nice. They might be, backpack giveaways, turkey drives, whatever it is. They don't get spotlighted enough in our eyes, so we want to, shed a little light to the people that are doing stuff for our community.
Yeah, like Chino Mike, one of our mutual friends, right? Man, his hustle.
Yeah.
Sometimes he'll call me from on his way home from working like the night shift. And be like, I have this idea, and I'm like, another one? Okay, go ahead. Again, I'm not doing enough. Let me take notes, from Chino Mike. But do you have something coming up with Chino Mike that you're talking about, right? And
yeah, we have a couple of charity events we got going. He's gonna be involved in the LAMPA as well, and then we're actually working on putting a boxing match together.
Fun.
In the high desert, So
are you gonna be boxing in that boxing match?
Maybe, I don't know.
Oh, okay. If they need a female, I got some aggression. I got some, underlying shit.
So right now I'm building the foundation to everything right now. I got my record label. I'm doing these shows, which is working hand in hand with that, because I'm meeting a lot of people, a lot of different promoters.
Yeah.
And once I have that foundation laid out, I'm gonna start signing artists to where they have paid gigs, for a whole year in advance, because I'm doing stuff for this promoter, putting his artists on my shows, and I'm just trying to, it all ties in. It ties all in. So I'm just trying to build that foundation right now, and that's why I work real hard towards it, because once that foundation is set and I have everything already the way I do things, it's gonna be so much easier just to put out a show and it gets sold out, or my artists are touring.
It sells itself, it sounds like. It's going to just sell itself. Do you have a team of people behind you? Please tell me you do, bro. Tell me you have like 6 people that help you with all this?
Yeah, I have a team. I didn't have a team before, but I have a team now.
But you have a team now. Okay, good. Because I was about to say, where's the superhero suit?
Right.
Where's the battery pack?
For real.
That's exciting. What about you, Romeo? Do you have a team of people behind you that help you, with the clothing line and everything?
I pretty much handle all the stuff. First of all, when he says shows, they're not little shows like little restaurants and stuff like that. No disrespect to anybody in the studio. But these are stadiums that he's selling on. He has legends performing, Latino legends, and that he's putting in rotation that that we look up to. So when he says shows,
he's humble.
He's being humble. I actually, we just had Santa Muerte come out, right? That came out. I have a movie coming out called Workout Partners. Shout out to Very Good Films in Cleveland, Ohio.
Nice.
For me, in one of my first biggest roles that I have right now. So
that's exciting.
So that should be out on Tubi and a couple other platforms probably in the next like week or so. So that's going on. You know, the clothing line's redropping. Still music always coming out. The music's always coming out.
Would you say that's your favorite part of your life is your music?
My favorite part of life is waking up, to tell you the truth.
Well, yeah, for sure, because it's not promised, is it?
Yeah, it's not.
It's not promised.
I really enjoy everything I do because everything I'm doing right now, I'm doing it because I love it.
Yeah.
I'm not being forced to do it.
If you had to choose, Romeo, which one?
Yeah.
Actor,
the cast
artist?
the subscribe.
No, do you like acting more or?
I like acting because it's there. Like you're all right. Are you ready to act? Yeah, I'm ready. I'm here.
Yeah.
This is all you need, right?
It seems like you get some major endorphins from that.
Yeah, no, yeah, for
like,
sure, yeah, because it's you, you, and you're doing what you've been practicing or what you want to do at that very given moment, and that's your chance to either say what you want or do what you want and knock out everything that you said you were gonna do.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So how long have you been doing music?
Probably since high school, like around 2003. I was in a little group.
So you found your talents early on.
I thought that's pretty much all I had. Like that, like I used to dance, I used to pop lock and stuff like that. And
you're lucky this coffee table's here. You're lucky this coffee table's here. Oh, he just did. I know, right? We need to do a little spin right there.
I basically thought I thought that's all I was gonna do is just like use my talents. I never thought I was gonna go to school. I never thought anything. There was no future in anything except just doing like dancing, rapping, stuff like that. So literally, I've been doing this since I've always worked.
Fed that talent.
Yeah, but I've always wanted to do this. You know, I've always had a day job. You know, where I was able to support everything that I wanted to do as a hobby, and then now I'm getting paid for the stuff that I'm doing. So that's what it's like. Okay, cool. Now, all right, we stuck in this for a long time. We were broke. I got made fun of for trying to pursue stuff. People, but now Take 5 years ago, people were making fun of people that were on social media trying to, hey, I want to do this, I want to do that, come check me out. Oh yeah, right. No, you didn't do what we did. So now everybody has looked at TikToks, Instagram as platforms to do everything that they want to do as far as like food, just anything. This is how you portray yourself, push yourself out as a business.
It's a platform. Why not use it? You know what I mean? And there's more courage in pursuing something when you're by yourself in your room.
Yeah, that's what it is.
You know what I mean? To step out of your comfort zone, and then you never know what door that's going to open. You know what I mean? For you, your rap and your dancing, it opened these doors to these other beautiful things in your life. Yeah. Where you like acting more.
I like acting more. I do.
I'm just going to put it out there.
So if there's somebody out there,
yeah. He's your guy right here. He's your guy. So do you have anything coming up next? You have the 2 movies coming out, correct? And you said one is called what?
Workout Partners.
Workout Partners. On Tubi, correct?
On Tubi, yeah.
Okay, perfect. Do you have any shows coming up where you're going to be performing music?
Yeah. Hello.
Oh, he's all over the Come on. Hello.
You know, I've been really just trying to push out the music and staying away from shows since like the pandemic and stuff like that. I'm more like I have a budget, so it's different now. You know, so I'm not really like showcasing my talent anymore. Really, you know, it's cool to do that, but as far as where I'm at right now, I need somebody to come with a budget. That's why you'll see me do a couple things here and there, and because everything else that I got going on, I could shoot it on Instagram.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I could do it on TikTok. Why would I gotta go pay gas, gotta do all these things to get me out there. And if it's not worth my time and all that, then I'd rather just put out a TikTok video and get as many views.
Yeah, you can reach hundreds of thousands right there, very easily.
Being totally honest.
Yeah. You know? No, I love it, honesty. Vanessa, when is your next one-woman show?
So it's coming up in the end of October.
Okay, perfect.
End of October, yeah, and you guys can look that up on my social media platform because the date and the time and all that is going to be there.
Perfect, which everyone's links will be there, so everyone can find that.
So that's coming up. The goal with that, of course, is to take this one-woman show on the road and be able to perform it through all the various counties. So we want to saturate Orange County, LA County, Ventura County, San Bernardino County. I mean, we want to take it to as many counties as possible.
I can picture you in the Fringe Festival, you know, in LA.
Definitely. You know, so advocating for women as well. You know, because with the one-woman show, that's kind of the avenue that we're going with it. Not that I'm excluding the men from it,
sure,
but it just happens to be my personal story. You know what I mean? So women especially obviously can relate to that. And so we go deep, you know, we definitely go very, very deep with that. But I promise, like I tell the ladies, I promise you I will bring you out. I'm not going to leave you there. I'm not going to leave you in
that gave me chills.
Yeah, I'm not going to leave you there. We're going to pull you out. With that being said,
and you'll understand if you go to the show in October.
Yes, which is why the women need to go to that, for sure.
So they know.
And I always tell women all the time, you know, make it a girls' night out. You know what I mean? Before you come to the show or whatever, you can, you know, maybe have some wine or whatever you like, you know, appetizers, whatever. But then make your way over. So, you know, this next event is going to be set in a way where women can come. They're gonna have a coffee station. They're gonna have all this stuff going on. So everything is already there, so they just need to show up and just have an enjoyable night. You know, so that's definitely something that I'm pushing really hard. And then we got other productions that are that have been on the back burner that also need attention. We got another theatrical performance that has been put together by yours truly, Angel Ray.
Nice.
This is a live production.
Oh, okay.
Performance. So
now, are you three working on that together?
I don't know if they're on this one or yet, should I say?
Yeah.
But Angel has presented that and said, "Hey, this is the next thing I want to start working on." Like I like to tell people all the time, Angel Ray is a genius. She's an extremely, extremely creative person. Okay. With that being said, it's like although we're still wrapping things up with Sam's Cry, she's already ahead. Boom, 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 boom. So she's like, okay. This, and I'm like, okay, hold on. So I'm behind her, catching all the information, and just kind of like, you know. So we're getting ready for that as well. That's going to be a really, really cool performance, you know, the whole bit. So I'll be there to assist her with that and to help her.
I love that. You pretty much answered my next question. That are you guys going to work together again? And with you saying Angel has other things already, she's ready.
Here's what I got to say. At least what I've already experienced so far with Ndub, with Romeo, with Angel Ray, with, you know, even with Biggie and with you and everything, like, we all work together.
Yeah, we're stronger together.
Oh, heck yeah, are we ever. So, I mean, these guys, I think, already know this, but I mean, just for the record, you know, I'm here. Like, if they need me for something, I'm just a phone call away, you know, whatever that is, you know, I'm here to be of service to the people that I care for. You know, I love their passion. I love what they're all about. And so, you know, same thing with Angel Ray, just excited for how her mind operates as far as like her creativity. I can't wait. Angel, I can't wait to have you on the show and talk to you and see this firsthand. And I obviously need to add some stuff to my resume. So if you need anything, Angel, I'm far behind after these guys sitting here. This is very, very exciting. I can't explain to you guys enough how honored I am that you guys each took the time out of your busy, busy days and life to come and sit with me and share just this little part of your life, which is Sam's Cry. It is a huge story, and I cannot wait for it to come out, and just be part of it. When I get to see it and watch it, you know, I'm gonna feel like I'm even more part of it. We are gonna wrap this up. Is there anything else you guys want to add before we go? Plug anything? Talk about anything?
You know, one thing I've learned is try not to judge people. You never know what they're going through. You know, you never know what they're going through, so just try to be understanding, passive. There's a lot of mental illness, you know, going around, and like you said, we need to try to help these people. But if you know, just be passive, because you never know what somebody might have just lost their mom. You know, whatever the situation is, that's what I learned with this movie is just don't judge.
Yeah,
you know?
Don't judge a book by the cover.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. Romeo, just something you want to add before we go?
Yeah, no, just be ready for Sam's Cry.
Yeah.
Be ready for everybody up here, and remember that you know, we're up here. It doesn't mean that we have our stuff together.
Right.
Yeah, I need guidance. B sends me daily, you know, affirmation. Sometimes she lets me know what's up. So don't think that we don't need nobody. So if you need somebody, then you should be able to talk to somebody, ask somebody. And if you don't, hit me up on Instagram, ROMEO REALZ, and I'll talk to you. I'm here for you guys.
That's beautiful, Romeo. That is so true. Because people, they see us in these roles and these positions, and they think that our life is perfect, and that we don't need anything, you know what I mean? Yeah. But I'll tell you what, a random stranger today this morning sent me a good morning on my Facebook and good luck today, and it meant the world to me. I was like, oh,
That's
hi.
right.
you want to have coffee sometime?
Yeah.
Because it was like, oh, I mean, I have my team, my beautiful team, you know, but it was like, oh, like, thank you for taking time out of your day to wish me good luck today. It's just beautiful, you know? And it's so true. Just because we're in these positions doesn't mean that, you know, our lives are perfect or we don't need something.
Right.
Vanessa, something you want to add before we wrap it up?
Oh my gosh.
Because I could sit here all day,
I know,
but I know he's got it somewhere to be.
No, I just think, you know, both Ndub and Romeo summarized it, you know, and I'm just really honored to be a part of what's happening with this whole thing. I really am. There's some days I just sit back and I'm just like, wow, like how the heck, you know what I mean? And how I've been, I don't want to cry, but like, you know, how I've been just so blessed and fortunate to be a part of this journey, to whatever part I play in all of it. The fact that I get that, it really is a privilege. You know?
I think it's crazy the blessings that come to us once we step out of our comfort zone. You know, once we make ourselves uncomfortable and try something. I always say this on the show, it does not matter where you came from or where you're going or how old you are. If you have an idea or a dream, try it.
Yeah.
Try it. Just get out of that box for a little bit and see what happens, because blessings come, you know? Your heart is in the right place, the blessings will follow for sure. Thank you guys again so much for being part of the Crown Peach show, and I look forward to talking to you. I think they're invited to tea next time, right?
Oh, heck yeah.
Heck yeah.
Absolutely.
I know. He's like, I got my own tea.
Yeah,
But thank you guys again for being with us. This is Sam's Cry. I cannot wait for it to be out in 2023, and you guys all can be part of it. If you email me or message me, remember to always kiss it, keep it simple, sexy. We'll see you guys next time.
That's right.
It's a wrap.
Thank you so much for having us.
No, thank you guys.
That's how we do. Return to the noise is how we do. How we do. You know it's how we do. It goes. Kick off your shoes, relax your feet. Keep your iceberg, step child, bring the heat. Classes in session, everybody take a seat. You got a problem at the class, in the street. Everywhere I speak, haters got a problem.